Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC. It's the GOC coming to you live to tape from the lounge here at Chaos Corner on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. And if you were just watching the last episode here of Chaos Corner, we're coming up on episode number 500. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You see that my wife called 3 or 4 times and we were talking about, should I answer it? Should I not answer it? We're doing a live to tape watch along. It's lunchtime. She knows the schedule. Although we didn't talk. We were doing Road Warriors, Doom, live to tape watch along. And I said, let me be a good husband and answer. Well, thank God that I did. Everything's okay. Everything's good. I'm good. She's good. As predicted, she thought I was taping, and I knew she was probably at lunch. But miscommunication, lesson learned. I finally FaceTimed my wife back, and she's literally in tears, thinking that something had happened to me because none of the sliders were open or the front or back to the property here. So we have it all connected. We have cameras, as a lot of people do in this day and age. And if you don't, I don't know what you're doing. Use your own discernment. So she didn't see me, and we haven't contacted each other, which is rare. So she was in tears. I feel bad. We talked. I said, it'll never happen again. I said, somebody want an autographed 8x10 of yours truly out there. And she got a little laugh out of it. She said, I can't wait to watch it. And she was legit in tears because thought something happened to me. You know, because she knows sometimes I'll sleep in the morning if I don't take her to campus. So I'm blessed. I'm humbled. Thank you, Jesus. Put my wife's mind at ease and that everything's okay. And I know somebody said in the chat, Big Daddy, you should call her. So thanks for the heads up. Thank you, Austin Nance, and thank you, OTS Tribal Queen, for always having my back. So it turned out okay. But lesson learned in life. Keep track of your loved ones. Stay with like-minded people in this day and age and everything that's going on in the insanity of 2024. So we're not going to go back. I love you, wife. We're not going to go back and pick up the Road Warriors and Doom match from there. The tape was 30 minutes. It was another part of Chaos Corner show. Just know that what a rivalry that was from that year and so on, that went previous and after that between Doom and the Road Warriors. 4 guys that were just the epitome of tag team wrestling. And I said it in that video. What does tag team wrestling mean in 2024 going into 2025? What does it mean? Where is it at? What is the state of tag teams in the world of pro wrestling for any company? That maybe we should do a show on that. Let me know what you think. You guys know how to get in touch with me. I'm in the recliner. I'm in the lounge. It's a little after lunchtime. So if you're still having a late lunch or maybe a late martini or something like that, I don't know what I'm having tonight. Oh, who knows? Maybe a rice bowl with some chicken. What do you think? Let me know what you're having for dinner, for supper. It is Wednesday. I will be on the community page and on Twitter covering Dynamite Live for what it's worth. I'll be reporting live. You guys know I do that here on the community page for WWE and AEW, especially the pay-per-views. PLE my ass. One man unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. And I have another project along to go with This Week in Pro Wrestling. Story time, book reviews, previews of the big events, history, researching, in-ring classics, all the different things that I talk about here on the almost 500 episodes of Chaos Corner. We just started off a series where we're going to follow the feud, say that 3 times fast, between the Von Erichs and the Freebirds, all the way back to 1982 when they were brochachos. You guys, MJF, Adam Cole, you get it if you know. Hello, McFly. Is anybody home? Anybody? So I'm back. And seeing that it's coming, and we did talk about the independent schools being affiliated with the WWE and that new program that just came out, that was just announced yesterday by the WWE and Triple H and the different schools around the country. Go back and check that out in the beginning of the last episode where I did those live to tape watch-alongs. And you're going to really enjoy this. And let me know what you think of the footage. Again, the bunker's under construction. I got a couple things going on down there. 25 feet below the surface of the earth. We are live to tape. You know that. We're live and we're taping at the same time. Fuck it. You get the idea, right? It'll be up on the same day, or at least within 24 hours. So for current information, and I know we have Crown Jewel coming up, I think this weekend. Halloween is here. The election is lurking a week away, less than a week, whatever the fuck it is. Get out and vote. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit. I say it all the time. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Use your own discernment. Be prepared. I don't know how much better it's going to get, but we have to be able to adapt and overcome. I'm being positive. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly here. That's what I do. This is reality besides pro wrestling and sports entertainment and whatever it else is I present here on my channel. YouTube. I'd like to slap the shit out of YouTube. Saturday night's main event is coming back. I believe in 2025 is when they're re-debuting it. Now, it debuted, if I'm not mistaken, in 1985 during the golden era, rock and wrestling, MTV, the brawl to settle it all, the wars to settle the score, leading into WrestleMania 1, 2, so on. 1985, I believe. So go to the network, go to the Peacock. What I say, it's a channel, it's a network. That's what they call a Peacock. What let me tell you? No offense, man. Kayfabe, lighten up. It's a kid's show. Well, you know, PG anyway. So we're going to go and we're going to do a quick review of one of the Saturday night's main event, a live to tape watch along. One of the kids is behind pulling the curtain. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Or it could be woman. I'm not sure if it's Eli or Emily. You know that my kids, my fur kids, are hanging around, right? Actually, my daughter lives next door, so my kids are hanging around. And my granddaughter and son-in-law, so... It's a family affair. It's a family affair. No? Too early? Too soon? Too late? Hi, Emily. I'll try to keep the noise down here, sweetheart. There she is in all her loveliness, all her splendor. That's Emily, our 7.5-month, almost 8-month full-bred Maine Coon. Welcome aboard, sweetheart. And the tuxedo, that little rascal, that son of a bitch. He's around here somewhere. Lean like a leopard. He's only like 6.5 months. You know, in tribute to where we lost our rescue, Emilio. Had him for 9 years. What an unbelievable animal. Literally saved my life. You guys here that know that. OTS Tribal Queen, Austin Nance, Big O from Otis Gaming, the Hula Grim, Big Funny Rob Bebe, Jeremy the Midmost Smart, my buddy Future, Kratos, Scripps, Lil Montana, Comic Book Bob at the Wrestling Council, Hollywood over at the Council, and of course their sidekick here is Johnny, the Rick Del Santo Show. Unbelievable people that I know that check in here. Bellissima Fedora. Those are the folks that have checked in here before. I've seen in the live chat. I can't thank you guys enough. It means a lot to me. And again, I've already said it 5 times because it's the largest number we've had. Over 36,000 of you tuned in last week. And 20+ thousand the week before. We were doing good last spring on this channel with viewers, 20,000 a week. For a guy that only has 2,000 subscribers, little over 2,000 subscribers, let that sink in. That means 85% of you are unsubscribed. I don't know why. Thank you to everyone who is here and subscribed and that's a member. Much appreciated, not necessary as far as the member, but join the club. You get the special emojis. It's a couple of bucks. I got to jerk off the dog to feed the cat. I'm not making any money here. YouTube's got their foot on my throat. I told you that. I'm here out of love, motivation, and passion, distraction, stress reliever for all of us in this crazy fucking times of 2024. Let's get back to Saturday night's main event because you know I go on and on and on and on and I go on all fucking day. You guys know that, right? That's why you're here. Nobody else like me in this community. Not better. No. Different, unique. You got to find your niche. And this is me. reality and everything that you see around me and everything on the playlists. My life, an open book. I'm not hard to find. I'm here for fun, man. In order to get respect, you have to start with respecting yourself. Once you do that, you open other people's minds to respecting you. There's 3 types of people in this world. Those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the guardian of chaos that make things happen. And that's a shoot. All right. Saturday night's main event. We have several here that we can look at. Go to the cock. The cock. And I think I'm going to go with the episode. Again, these are usually only about an hour. So this will probably be about an hour, maybe more. If we get cut off, I apologize. We'll come back and start something new. We're going to go with the closest to we can right here. We are right now. What is today? The 30th, 31st of October. Thereabouts. I have amnesia and deja vu at the same time. I think I've forgotten this before. You guys know the saying. My mind's like a lazy Susan. It'll come back around. I'll tie this up like a little bow. We're going to go to November 2nd, 1985, here in the time machine on Chaos Corner, a live-to-tape watch-along. Saturday night's main event. November 2nd, 1985 edition. Hogan and Andre take on Bundy and Big John Studd, Tito Santana and Randy Savage. It doesn't get much better. Let's go back. Some people call it the golden era. It turned into the cartoon era and so on and so forth. We talk about eras. So get ready. November 2nd, 1985, Saturday night's main event on the network, here on the channel. It's you and me. 1, 2, 3. Hit play. And let's see where we are. I don't want any copyrights. I don't want to screw with the algorithm. So if something comes on, it's too loud, it's music, you know that I'm going to try to voice it over, and then we'll listen to most of the commentary on here. Remember, on the network, you start off with commercials, so I'm going to give you more of a random rant here. Can't thank you guys for being here. Let's do these watch-alongs. I'm in the mood lately for watch-alongs as we head into the TV that we're watching, which we call life, because it's a big movie and it's a big club, and we're not in it as the regular guys, so you can only affect at the local level. Make sure you get out and vote. That's my message. And make sure you open up the good book, because if he's for us, no one else can be against us. And I stand by that, and I always stand by that. It's my life. Here we go. Mean Gene Okerlund, Bobby Heenan, Saturday night's main event. What's going on here? Let me get my bearings here.
I'll tell you what, you're going to have to be at your best in your men. King Kong Bundy, and very good. And Big John Studd are going to have to be at their best when they meet Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant in that all-time dream tag team.
I'm going to explain something, pal. Even you and your small little mind will be able to understand.
Mean Gene is wearing a pumpkin outfit, and Bobby Heenan smashing pumpkins. This was like a Halloween type atmosphere on November 2nd, 1985. And here, I am a real American made. Say what you want about him now.
I'm going to make sure that, I just can't wait to see Andre the Giant mop up the ring with those two. That's enough talk, Hogan. Let's get some action.
Andre and Hogan.
Super Rowdy.
Jesse and Roddy Piper.
You know, Roddy, you've done it this time. You've done it this time. You got Uncle Elmer and the Hillbillies really steamed. And I mean steamed, by the way.
Everybody's in costume outfits. Halloween themed. Perfect time for me to pick out this one, even though it's dated November 2nd, 1985. Halloween is tomorrow.
Look like two carps kissing in the Mississippi River.
Two carps kissing in the Mississippi River.
Why are you going to put these guys, these idiots, on your pit tonight?
All family planning.
And also, what better place
A version of Piper's Pit, Chaos Corner? Of course. Captain's Corner, Captain Lou. Mean Gene with Terry Funk and Jimmy Hart.
If I can interrupt your tobacco chewing Terry Funk, I like to talk To you and, of course, your manager, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, gentlemen. Tonight's going to be a showcase match for you with Junkyard Dog. It could lead to a title shot. And Hulk Hogan, Terry Funk.
Mean Gene, it's just a matter of time until that heavyweight belt is around my waist. But that can wait. Tonight I'm here to house train the Junkyard Dog.
The egg-sucking dog. You know my history with Terry Funk. We've been in a ring together.
Hey, man, I don't have to answer him, but Terry will. I think he's got something he wants to say.
That's why you're here, because of me, the GOC. All right, fans, now here comes the opening song as Funk just spat tobacco on the screen. I'm not going to do that here, but we don't want any copyrights, okay? I could have skipped the intro, but I want you to hear it in the background a little bit, but as long as I'm talking and doing the voiceover with it, this opening legendary musical segment of the original Saturday night main event, I wanted you to get the feeling, the atmosphere. Go to the network, I'm telling you right now. Line it up with me, okay? You can always come back. And here's Hogan with the double bicep and the insignia of Saturday night's main event. Let's go up to ringside. And let me know about the volume, my volume. I'm in a recliner, so bear with me, man, on the camera angle. And here's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's a little loud. I can hear that, so I'm going to adjust the volume. We don't want, again, YouTube is a mother effer. You guys know it that are out there. For the little guy, come on, man. That'll give you no leeway whatsoever with information, getting back to you, your questions, concerns, trying to help. It really is every man for himself. I'm no technology savvy type guy, and that's why I keep it raw dog. We're 16 minutes in. Vince McMahon, here's Jesse in all his regalia. Yes, I had the feathers as my character in the business. Do you know why? One of my biggest influences. Follow the money. Jesse Ventura. He's got a mask, fella. He looks like a peacock. I'm Peacock. He was ahead of his time.
We have all kind of festivities, the Halloween party, costumes galore. But right now, standing by me, Gino.
Halloween themed, going into the cartoon era. They're showing highlights from the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in 1985. Ironically, Terry Funk slapping the shit out of Mel Phillips. And who's the referee? Rita Chatterton. Here's Rita Chatterton involved with all that allegations and her ultimately being right against Vincent McMahon on those allegations, which turned out to be facts and settled out of court, however you want to call it. Let's face it, he wouldn't have settled if it wasn't true. So in that clip was Rita Chatterton from the sex scandals. We know what's currently going on in 2024. And also Mel Phillips, where it's hitting hard again now for the second time, the Ring Boy sex scandal. This is why I picked this Halloween theme. Take out your notebooks. That's why you're here. And what I present, just know it's relevant to what's going on, for the most part. As we listen to Funk, so you're better off when you walk out of here than when you walked in, and you could hold a fucking conversation at the next event that you're at. No offense, man. Kayfabe, I apologize for the language. We're also going back to highlights here of Madison Square Garden, 1985. Terry Funk in the JYD, where Funk is actually hitting the JYD with the branding iron. Remember where we are. November 2nd, 1985, here in the Time Machine for Saturday night's main event. And I'm giving you my commentary as you hear the bell ring and as Funk is putting it to the JYD in this videotape clipping before we get to Saturday night's main event. And that's what we open up with here on main event. Jimmy Hart's in the ring. Double tough ombre. Terry Funk. And now here's JYD with Mean Gene. Let's listen in. Every dog needs a bone to chew on.
Every dog should have his day. Well, that day was Terry Funk Day. Tonight is mine.
All right, I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
JYD wasn't much on the mic. He had some thump game, though. What he did in Louisiana back in the day, responsible for a lot of that pro wrestling in the area. One of the biggest attractions and putting asses in seats, grapplers that you will ever come across was the JYD. As he comes to the ring, we don't want any copyrights on his song. Wearing the traditional chains like I usually do as part of my persona here, because it's true, it's reality, it's facts. 25 years behind the walls, that was my life. It's tattooed on my body, chains. And again, it's the hillbilly redneck against the black guy. Let's just call it like what it is in the WWF with some funk game. And that's how McMahon presented it and wrote it. Funk comes in the hard way with JYD. JYD takes over early. And you know the sketchy storylines. We just heard what Lashley wanted to do with Gunther. This is why you don't let talent do it. And we know how Vince crossed the line with the way he portrayed certain people. Slaughter against the Iron Sheik. You can even go back to the Waldo Von Erich days, Spiros Arion. It's always been this way. The way old school, everybody was lightened up. Everybody went with it, knew it was theater, opera, whether you thought it was kayfabe or not. They had stereotypes. That's what McMahon did. That's what the WWF did. Not so much the NWA, although they were guilty of it too back in the day. But everybody wasn't so sensitive. Everybody knew that it was a work. Yeah, some of it's reality in life. It's reality. It's there. It's always going to be there. If you can't get along with other people that don't look like you, think like you, come where you come from, then the fucking problem is you. Big body slam by Funk on the JYD as we open up Saturday night's main event. Funk misses with the elbow. Big thump by the JYD. That's no. Throws Funk over the top rope, body slam, and there's no padding out there, out to the hard concrete floor. I'm not sure what stadium or arena this was emanating from, but there's Hart and Funk rolling around on the ground like the two kittens do in the background. So getting back to the storylines, we saw what they did through with Slaughter going heel and face, and just different storylines, how they did it through ethnicity and life events and walking that line and what they're selling to the public. In this day and age, everyone cries racism or cries foul about everything. And no one was crying back then. It was a different time, different era, different life. I know it's not right. Look at the comedian who made a joke about garbage and said it was Puerto Rico. Yeah, off color, off sensitive, but look what people in the past have said. Puerto Rico's a part of the United States. My son-in-law, my granddaughter, Puerto Rican. So you get it, right? Everybody lighten the fuck up in this day and age with politics and misinformation and disinformation, words that were never used before. I'm getting off on a tangent here because it's about Saturday night's main event, but we're looking at the typical redneck against a black guy. You want to say African-American? Okay, I'll go with that too. Back in the day, they said colored, whatever you want to say. Cracker, rinse, saltine, honky. I get it, man. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm here to tell it like it is. Greaseball, guinea, wob, dago, whatever you people say. They're all offensive. They're all what they were, but everybody was a lot more lightened up back in the 70s and 80s. And I'm not saying it's right. You do you. I don't really give a fuck. Gay, the transgender, that's on you, man. I'm getting off to another topic, but that's what I do on this channel. I'll go from this to that to the other, pillar to post, border to border, coast to coast. And right now, that's what JYD's doing with Jimmy Hart. Outside the ring, and here comes Funk. Big back body drop on the concrete. JYD was the everyman. What Dusty Rhodes was, JYD was similar. They had similar paths as far as the effect they had on crowds around the country and in certain territories. So let me get off that soapbox there. I apologize for it, but it's my channel. And this is what happens on this channel. We go from sports entertainment to reality to life to stories to memories to reflections and current topics. This station is different. A lot of people won't broach this stuff or say it or intermingle it. Well, I do. I hope you appreciate my honesty. And if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. And if you don't like that, then get the fuck off the channel. Because when you're gone, somebody will be there to take your place. Off the rope, sleeper hold by Terry Funk. It could be Brandon time. Again, look at the good old country boy Funk. He's got the Brandon iron. He's got the chaps, the leather vest. Jimmy Hart with hearts all over the place. You see the era and how it went to. This was the biggest money-making era of all time, no matter what you say about currently, because the prices are tripled. Listen to the fucking crowd. And this is Saturday night's main event. 11:30 on a Saturday night. Go back and check the ratings for this. Millions of people. Dick Ebersol and everyone that what they did with this was a hit. NBC. And that's why they're bringing it back, because history always repeats itself. As JYD brings in Jimmy Hart the hard way. He's going to depants him. He's going to depants Jimmy Hart. Wait, and with the megaphone out of nowhere, Funk on the back of the cranium of JYD. Here it is. Put it in the books. Terry Funk is your winner over the JYD. The old screw job. Well, distraction by Jimmy Hart and that megaphone. And then there's the Brandon iron. Are they going to brand the JYD? Funk is going to brand the JYD. Again, look at the storylines and what they try to get away with here. Look what McMahon did. Look at today's era and what you see. You got Funk trying to brand the JYD. JYD gets it back. Hits Funk, and Funk is out of the ring. Persona non grata. He's on Queer Street, and now he's got Jimmy Hart. Bang! Right between the eyes, the JYD, and down goes the mouth of the South. Fans, don't go anywhere. We're coming back with Saturday night's main event. We're going to do this in parts. We're going to do this in pieces. I don't want to keep it too long. I'm trying to keep the videos within range. 20 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Well, we're at 27 minutes here, and it's the first match. Don't go anywhere. Hey, wait! And Hart had his pants pulled off. He's got his red jockey shorts on. And then another right to the jib by JYD on Funk. Wait! And I see Jimmy Hart's wanker. JYD's going to give him a branding on the ass. And there it is. He's branded Jimmy Hart's ass to JYD. Talk about entertainment. You knew this era. Yeah, it went cartoonish. Listen to the crowd, though. They ate it up. Yeah, it's so corny you could butter it. But I'm butter. I'm on a roll. Don't you dare miss it. Come on back. I got more entertainment from the lounge, man. I'm getting down.